If you're in the market for a luxury limousine but need a zero-emission capacity, well, your choice is, shall we say, rather limited. But one of those choices is this, the BMW 745Le plug-in hybrid. You could say the new front end of the 7 Series has caused a lot of controversy amongst its fans for, shall we say, its larger nostrils. I'm a fan of it. It now has a more aggressive feel and stands out from other BMW models as the flagship top-end luxury limousine, so I don't understand why that's a bad thing. So how does it drive?
What I really like about this 7 Series is the transition between electric and petrol, or shall I say the lack of transition between petrol and electric, because you can't really tell. Unless you look down to the dashboard, you really cannot tell in normal day-to-day driving if you're using petrol or electric. Unless, of course, you drop a couple of gears and you plant your foot and then you know you're using petrol power.
This particular model is BMW's answer to low-emission motoring, with the capacity to travel around 25 miles on battery power. And when you're out of juice, then a 3-litre 6-cylinder petrol engine will help to recharge the batteries on the move. This particular test vehicle is fitted with a rear seat comfort package, which is a fair chunk on top of the base model pricing, but offers the client first-class airline-style seating in the back. Back on the road?
See, a lot of people when they're driving hybrid cars find it difficult to know when to use the electric or when to use the petrol engine. Sometimes they don't really have a say because it depends on your driving and the car decides. With the BMW, they have an adaptive button just here. So if you've programmed your sat-nav, it knows your route. So it will decide itself when to use the electric or to save the electric power, or if you're doing motorway driving, it will recharge the battery. So when you get to urban, it will use the electric. It's brilliant.
With the rules changing in the next 10 years on new diesel and petrol car sales, now is the time to start adapting for emission-free cars and the way you drive them.
This is not unique to the 7 Series, but all hybrid cars have what I think are almost like sticky brakes. So when you're in slow-moving traffic, the brakes are very hard and your passenger can feel the movement in the car. Now, this is just down to the regen braking. As I say, it's not unique to this car at all. Every hybrid, plug-in hybrid or electric car kind of suffers with that because the braking is powering the batteries, so it's good to that level. But I think what you need to do is when you're driving a car like this is learn how to use the one pedal driving. So coming off the accelerator nice and early, so you're getting the power put back in the battery, and you're also saving your brakes. You're not using your brakes so much. So it's quite a skill when you're driving this kind of car.
So putting the 745E side by side against its closest competitors, it becomes a very close game of top trumps, as there's very little between them. The boot capacity has been slightly reduced to 420 litres due to the battery system, but a convenient shelf does drop down to give you an extra few inches, but it's still more than the equivalent S-Class, and you'll save around £10,000 on the price tag too.
For me, I think I'd go with this. If I had the two side by side, I really do think I'd have the keys to the 7.
The 745E runs at a wallet-friendly 57 grams per kilometre and costs just under £87,000 for the long wheelbase M Sport X-Drive model.